It was Grandpa's low, gravelly laugh that broke the silence, cutting through the room's heavy air like a sharpened knife. The sound didn't fit the storm brewing around us, or maybe it did, because he saw the trap they'd set long before I did. I stood there, fingers still curled around the whiskey glass he'd given me an hour earlier, right after declaring me the majority owner of his $75 million logistics empire. A gift for my 38th birthday. My inheritance. Or so I believed. Then came the strike. My wife's voice sliced through the chatter, cold and deliberate, like a courtroom verdict. Her parents stood behind her, predators in tailored suits. "We've decided," she said. "My brother will handle daily operations. It's what's best for the family." I blinked, letting her words sink in. "No," I replied, my tone steady, unshaken. "I'm the owner now." Her mother's lips twisted into a sneer. "Then pack your things and walk away from my daughter's life." That's when Grandpa laughed. He rapped his cane twice on the polished marble, and the room fell silent. "Time for my real surprise," he said, his gaze locked on me. I wasn't clueless. I'd noticed the signs. Her father's sudden curiosity about the company, her brother's snide remarks about my business instincts over dinner, usually after his third glass of pilfered wine. My wife, Lila, had started guarding her phone, locking it with a flick of her thumb. I trusted her, though. God, I did. We'd met when I was just a warehouse supervisor, hands rough from work, driven by nothing but grit. She said she admired that. Maybe she meant it once. Our wedding was bankrolled by Grandpa. Lila wore a flowing white gown. Her mother wore ambition like a crown. That should have been my first warning. 2 weeks before my birthday, I overheard a late-night call. Lila, half asleep, murmured something about a transition plan. I played dead but listened hard. The next morning, while she was at brunch with her mother, I did something I'd never done. I checked her tablet. It was synced to her emails, a folder labeled contingency staring back at me. The plan was meticulous. On my birthday, Grandpa would publicly name me owner. Then, they'd release a statement declaring Lila's brother as interim CEO, citing emergency succession, due to my supposed instability. Grandpa's fading health would be their excuse, a quiet coup to strip me of control. I sat on our bed, the tablets glow like a lit fuse in my hands. No tears, no outburst, just the steady rhythm of my pulse. Then I moved. First, I called Victor, Grandpa's lawyer, a ruthless old-school operator with a network that could make anyone flinch. Quietly, I had him secure not just the shares but ironclad control clauses, real power, not a hollow title. Next, I enlisted Mara, a former hacker now slinging drinks debt-free, to dig into Lila's cloud. She pulled every email, every draft, every timestamp. Enough to unravel their scheme and ruin reputations. Finally, I went to Grandpa. In his study, I laid out the evidence. His hands shook as he read, but his eyes blazed. "They think I'm slipping," he growled. "No, sir," I said. "They think I am." He nodded, leaning back. "Good. Let's show them we're not." The birthday dinner was held in the company's flagship penthouse, packed with family, board members, reporters, and vipers in evening wear. Grandpa stood for the toast, handing me the figurative keys. "The company is yours," he said. "Signed, sealed, official." Cameras flashed, smiles tightened. Then Lila struck, her voice smooth, rehearsed. "As a family, we've agreed my brother will oversee operations while my husband adjusts to this responsibility." Her mother piled on, venom dripping. "If he can't handle it, he can leave my daughter's life." Grandpa's chuckle stopped them cold. He pulled a remote from his jacket and pressed a button. A screen lit up, projecting Lila's emails, her father's recorded boasts about outsmarting the grunt, her mother plotting media spin. The room froze, the silence deafening. Grandpa spoke. "I'm old, not senile. And my grandson? He's no fool. He didn't inherit this, he earned it, every callous, every fight." He turned to Lila. "You're no family of mine." I didn't look at her. Not yet. I faced the room, letting the wreckage settle. Board members slipped out, Lila's brother went pale, her mother sputtered excuses, her father stared at the floor, already bracing for lawsuits. Lila reached for me. I stepped away. The divorce was swift. She fought, screamed, claimed betrayal in court, but the judge read the emails and gave her nothing but a gag order. I had Mara leak the story to a niche finance blog. It exploded online. Sponsors fled her brother's startup. Their family name became poison. I made Mara head of cybersecurity. Victor tightened the family trust, and Grandpa retired with a grin. Me? I walked into my office, shut the door, and sat at Grandpa's old desk, the one I used to clean as a kid, dreaming of respect. My fingers traced its worn edges. I didn't take revenge. I served justice. Cold, precise, and unapologetic.